More fallout tonight for lumber liquidators as another Valley family issues a desperate warning about the company's laminate wood flooring. Theirs tested positive for unsafe levels of formaldehyde, and they say they have serious health concerns. When you ask, we investigate. Contact 13 investigative reporter Stephanie Zeppelin has more.
Paige and Dave Cook were very excited to decorate their first home and picked out laminate flooring from lumber liquidators for the second floor of their house. But since then, they've ripped it all out.
Hopefully, the long-term health of our family isn't, jeopardized.
Dave Cook is terribly concerned about the flooring that used to cover these stairs and the entire second floor of his house. It tested positive for unhealthy levels of formaldehyde.
This is her room.
And this was all the lumber liquidators flooring.
It was all up here.
All had to be torn out.
The Cooks' two small children have experienced breathing problems for most of their lives, and the family couldn't figure out why. Then they saw a TV report about how some laminate flooring from lumber liquidators contained formaldehyde. Their flooring was on the list. Dave sent away for a test kit provided by the company, although the process wasn't quick.
I just hope that other people aren't, put off by the long process. Like I said, it's been 4 months, and I've been keeping on it just because this is something that I feel is important.
The Cooks' results were alarming.
I didn't ever imagine that a big corporation would go and do something where they're not following CARB compliant.
One of the things that concerned them the most was this is where their kids play, and all of this was that same lumber liquidators laminate flooring that all had to be torn out.
That's all I kept thinking about was my kids.
But the Cook kids aren't the only ones affected. A recent CAT scan shows that Paige has a nodule on her lung. More testing is necessary. Her biggest concern? Cancer.
At this point, it's something that very alarming, to the point where as soon as we saw that, it's enough to shake you to your core.
According to the National Cancer Institute, in 1987, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency classified formaldehyde as a probable human carcinogen under conditions of unusually high or prolonged exposure. So what is Lumber Liquidator saying?
Hi, we're here from Action News.
We went to the store where the Cooks bought their floor for a response.
You're going to have to call our, we can't talk about any of that.
We reached out to the corporation. More about that in a minute.
It's the big business against the little guy. It's not necessarily about the money. It's about my family's health, and that's what's really got us worried.
Which is why Dave ripped the floor out right after receiving the formaldehyde report.
The floor was in our house for 2 years. At a point you're thinking, what's one more week? But at the same time, it's like, I want this out as soon as possible. That's what my dad got a flight out here pretty much the next week and was like, we're getting that floor out of your house and we're fixing this problem.
I said, rip it out, and if we have to live with no floors, it's better than formaldehyde soaked floors at this point.
You seem angry.
Yeah, very upsetting.
Stephanie Zeppelin, Channel 13 Action News.
On its website, Lumber Liquidators says, quote, initial results of the indoor air quality testing program for certain laminate flooring customers conducted by independent accredited laboratories indicate that over 97% of customers' homes were within the protective guidelines established by the World Health Organization for formaldehyde levels in indoor air. The Cooks have hired an attorney, and they're not the only family to contact Action News. If you think you have some affected flooring in your house, you can find more information at KTNV.com.